the Bancorp Group?
Fidelity Bancorp Group is a organization that was started back in June. Myself and an attorney, Mr. Michael Mathis, he offered me the opportunity to get involved with this business, and really it's been a blessing to be involved with a man who wants to try to extend his knowledge in terms of his education and in terms of his business savvy. What we have with that piece, we have a multitude of programs that we can get involved with. We do business finance. We do a communications piece where we work with a high-end virtual PBX system for small business.
Wow.
Where you can actually, a PBX system.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, could you explain that?
A PBX system is normally the huge business telephone systems in most of the businesses, where you have a closet full of equipment.
Right.
That can cost you anywhere from $2,500 to as much as $20,000.
Right.
We can offer a small business that same type of system without the expense of that equipment. It's a virtual PBX system. It's called PBNext. And we can offer PBNext.
So if you're out there and you want this, if you're out there and you're listening, and you're a small business outfit,
right,
and you want to get your business up and rolling, and you want to have that state-of-the-art telephone system,
right,
you can get a PBX. Did I say it right?
PBNext system.
PBNext system.
Right. We'll give you the number before the show is off. You can call, and we can show you. We can do that. A one-time setup fee for $200.
Wow.
And $49 a month will get you started, and you don't even have to have a hardwired telephone. You can do it with your cell phone.
Wow. I mean, it just shows how much the world is changing.
Technology, it's important that if we're going to compete in America, and especially in business, that we take advantage of the technology that's available.
Absolutely. You know, I'm going to go over one more time. This is the Gift House. If you're just joining us, where we provide free HIV testing and STD testing. You can reach us at 1309 South Kedzie, and we're located in Chicago. You can also call us to schedule an appointment if you like, 773-522-2420. And you can also reach us on the web at www.thegifthouse.org. And I'm again your host, Bruce Jackson, and we're talking to Ralph Murphy, and who is the president of the Murphy Hill Gallery. Now, Ralph, you said you're working with the ex-offenders program as well?
Correct.
Tell us more about that.
What we're doing is we're getting involved with, we've already been approached by Department of Corrections about doing some events at the gallery where we can expose ex-offenders in a cultural setting, and bring in the different people who have assistance and programs for them, and bring them into a different type of setting. It's one thing that people talk about the gallery is they say how calm it is, and the spirit and the feel of the gallery. It's not a lot of loud music. It's a place where people can network and talk. We have a lot of meetings there at the gallery, and it's really just become a really good venue for people to kind of get together, network, and take care of some of the issues. And that's where we're bringing people who can help with some of the needs in our community, and we're getting them involved.
Now, let me ask you this: what transpired that made you want to reach out to the ex-offenders and provide a program for them?
Because what's happening is, if you look at the numbers, there are a tremendous amount of individuals that are coming out of the penal institutions, coming out of the county jails because they're overcrowded. And one of the things that I thought would be good is if we can expose some of these people to the programs. What I find is some of the traditional programs that are set up for some reason they don't work.
Right.
So it's something, because I've had some ex-offenders exhibit in the gallery, artists, and I look at all of the talent that they have.
Right.
And a lot of the talent they picked up while they were locked up for a number of years. So it shows me how those individuals do have talent, do have skills, do have aspirations. And one of the things that came out of that was their gift for art while they were incarcerated.
Right.
And so just beginning to meet these individuals and deal with them on a regular basis, I looked at some of the great character that these individuals have, and all they need is some help, some direction, some opportunities, and that's what we're intending to try to bring to the ex-offenders.
And this also helped with rehabilitation as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely. But we've had a number of people involved in art therapy. We had some art therapists that come in and actually work with sexually abused women. And this particular lady, she runs an art therapy program that was it was very profound. I gave them some time in the gallery to do a program, and it was so interesting. And it showed how art can be a release and be therapy for people who have gone through some traumatizing situations.
And I want to talk to you about that, because I've heard studies that have been done how art could be in many ways therapeutic for people, in terms of people with forms of arthritis, how they can use sculpturing to help with the arthritis, for people who are under a lot of stress, how art help relieve a lot of the stress they've been under. And so I want to get more into that. Right. That whole discussion of how you what have been your experience, and how you have seen the impact of art in its therapeutic sense. If you can elaborate on that.
Yeah, really what I'm finding is that it's just a soothing situation. Art, when you talk about as big of an area as we have, and you're talking about an area of 42,000 square feet filled with beautiful art and sculptures, and it's just the calmness of that particular space. And then it also allows for you to interact with the artists who created those particular pieces. And I was surprised of some of the various backgrounds they came from. I was surprised at some of the experiences they went through. And then to look at the beauty of an art piece that they were able to create, and in relationship to their lives and what they've been through.